we were talking about the resemblances between Imam Mahdi alayhi salam and the previous prophets of Allah, and we did discuss already the resemblances between Imam Mahdi alayhi salam and Prophet Adam, and him and Habil, and him and Prophet Shis, and Prophet Hud, and Prophet Idris, up till now. And then last night I started the resemblances. Actually, no, we are going to start tonight. Tonight we are going to start the resemblances between Imam Mahdi alayhi salam and Prophet Ibrahim ala nabina wa alihi wa alayhi salam. And we also discussed the resemblances between Prophet Nuh and Imam Mahdi alayhi salam already. So now the resemblances between Prophet Ibrahim and Imam Mahdi alayhi salam are also not less. First of all, both of them, the haml was hidden in the womb of their mothers. It was hidden, that means not known to the community. The same happened about Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, and his wiladat and birth was also hidden from the rest of the community. Similarly, it happened with Prophet Musa, which we are going to come inshallah very soon, and the same situation happened with Imam Sahib al-Zaman alayhi salam, that his haml was also hidden till very close to the time of his birth, till very close to that time of Sahar. There was no signs at all for her mother being pregnant, and his wiladat was also hidden. So basically only the closest companions of Imam Sahib al-Zaman alayhi salam are the ones who knew about it. And among those precious few people in our history of Tashayyu' was Ali ibn Ishaq. And Ali ibn Ishaq al-Qummi, who was the wakil of, like today we have the wakil of Ayatollah Sistani, Ayatollah Khamenei, Ayatollah Khoi, and all those fuqaha. They have their wukala, isn't it right, in the Islamic world? In those days, Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam had their wukala. So Ahmad ibn Ishaq al-Qummi rahmatullahi alayh is one of those greatest companions in the history, and he is muftakhir with this fakhr that he was shown Imam Sahib al-Zaman alayhi salam when he was a baby, when no one else in the community was allowed to see the Imam from Allah's behalf except the precious few people in the history who saw. So Imam Mahdi's wiladat was totally hidden, even from the Shias. Even from the Shias it was hidden. So except the awliyaullah, special servants and closest companions of Imam al-Askari alayhi salam only. And there were very few people, maybe one or two or three only in the history. So here is the about Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. كان يشب في اليوم كما يشب غيره في الجمعة. Jum'ah in Arabic, if you make the meme sakin, al-jum'ah, it means the week. If you say the day of Friday, it is al-jumu'ah with the dhamma on the meme. Jumu'ah means the Friday. If you say Jum'ah, it means the whole week. كان إبراهيم عليه السلام إبراهيم عليه السلام كان يشب في اليوم كما يشب غيره في الجمعة. So he used to grow in one day's time as much as the rest of him used to grow, the rest of the people grow in a week's time. ويشب في الجمعة, and he used to grow in a week's time كما يشب غيره في الشهر, as much as the rest of the people other than him grow in a matter of a week, a matter of a month. ويشب في الشهر كما يشب غيره في السنة. And Ibrahim alayhi salam used to grow up in a month as much as the rest of the people other than him grow up in a year. So in a month, if you look at Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and he was 1 month old, you will think that he is 1 year old. كما ورد بذلك الرواية عن الصادق عليه الصلاة والسلام. This has been narrated in the riwayat of Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. And Imam al-Qa'im alayhi salam is similar to that. Actually, in the light of some riwayat, he was faster in his growth. So look at this khabar. ففي خبر حكيمة رضي الله عنها, Hakima Khatun, who is the aunt of Imam Sahib Zaman alayhi salam, she narrates and قالت فلما كان بعد 40 يوما دخلت دار أبي محمد صلى الله عليه الصلاة والسلام. When it was 40 days after the birth of Imam Sahib Zaman alayhi salam, I entered into the house of Abi Muhammad. Abi Muhammad is Imam al-Askari alayhi salam. His kunyat is Abu Muhammad alayhi salam. فَإِذَا مَوْلَانَا صَاحِبَ الزَّمَانِ alayhi salam يَمْشِي فِي الدَّارِ. And I saw Imam Sahib al-Zaman was walking in the house. 40 days. Baby was 40 days old. Walking in the house. فَلَمْ أَرَى وَجْهًا أَحْسَنْ مِنْ وَجْهِهِ. I haven't seen a face better than his face. وَلَا لُغَةً أَفْصَحْ مِنْ لُغَتِهِ. Nor did I hear a language more eloquent than his language. فَقَالَ لِي أَبُو مُحَمَّدٍ. Imam Askari said to me, Abu Muhammad is Imam Askari alayhi salam, هَذَا الْمَوْلُودُ الْكَرِيمُ عَلَى اللَّهِ عَزَّ وَجَلَّ. This is the child who is respectable in the eyes of Allah. قُلْتُ لَهُ لَا سَيِّدِ لَهُ 40 يَوْمًا وَأَنَا أَرَى مِنْ أَمْرِهِ مَا أَرَى. I said to him, he is 40 days old and I see his situation the way I see. In other words, so فَقَالَ عَلَيْهِ السَّلَامُ, Imam Askari said to her, Ya ammati, my aunt, O my aunt, Ama alimti an معشر الأوصياء ننشأ في اليوم كما ينشأ غيرنا في جمعة وننشأ في الجمعة ما ينشأ غيرنا في السنة. Here Imam did not say في الشهر, في السنة. So don't you know that we, the group of the deputies, grow in a matter of day as much as those who are other than us grow in the matter of a week, and we grow in the week as much as others grow in a year. So people, whatever the time they take to grow, 1 year they take to grow that as much, the same amount is the awliya of Allah grow in a matter of a week. The second resemblance of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam with Prophet Ibrahim. اعتزل الناس قال الله عز وجل وأعتزلكم وما تدعون من دون الله. Prophet Ibrahim did i'tizal, azl, getting separated from the community. He left the people, left his nation. He used to live in Iraq. Isn't it right? He propagated Tawheed in Iraq. People were idol worshippers. They didn't listen to the message of Tawheed. So Prophet Ibrahim left that community and went to Haran, the area of Haran in Sham. And so there he found the people were mushrik. Isn't it right? Worshipping stars and the sun and all that. So Prophet Ibrahim, وَأَعْتَزِلُكُمْ وَمَا تَدْعُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ. So Prophet Ibrahim leaves them and what they were worshipping other than Allah. This is the i'tizal. So the same is done by Imam al-Qa'im alayhi salam. So when the people did the kufr, Imam Sahib Zaman alayhi salam left the community. Now somebody asked Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, and according to one of the Ahlul Bayt, and he says, according to that narration narrated by Muhaddis al-Qummi rahmatullah alayh, that Imam says that irtadda an-nas illa salasatun. The people become murtad except 3. That means rest of the people became murtad except 3. Salman wa Abu Dhar wal Miqdad. Then the Ravi says, what about Ammar? And Imam replied, Hasa hisatan thumma raja'a. So we learn that Ammar was also kind of a little bit shaky and then he returned back. Obviously he died in the Rikab alongside Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam in the battle of Siffin against Muawiyah, and he is a shaheed, and he is a follower of Imam Ali alayhi salam, but he was also not that strong as Salman or Abu Dhar or Miqdad. So the word we used by the Ma'soom, the word narrated in the hadith of the Ma'soom is irtadda. Irtadda nas, people became murtad. So Imam Sahib al-Zaman i'tazal al-nas, he left the people. Likewise, he had left the people. So people, and we learned in one of the previous lessons, I told you that he's going to make the earth alive, and the maut of ard, the death of the earth, is because of the kufr, bikufre ahliha, because of the people, dwellers of earth doing the kufr, the earth is considered to be dead. He's going to make the earth alive through the iman. The third resemblance between Prophet Ibrahim and Imam Sahib al-Zaman alayhi salam is that waqa'a lahu ghaybatane. There were two ghaybats for Prophet Ibrahim. Ihtimal is that they are talking about two of his migrations. First, he was in Iraq. People were kuffar, did not accept the message of Tawheed. He migrated from that community towards Haran in Syria, and they were star believers and sun believers. Then he migrated and went away and came to Makkah. Isn't it right? So ihtimal is that this is talking about those two ghaybat. Whatever, but he had the two ghaybats. And Al-Qa'im alayhi salam waqa lahu ghaybatan. Similarly, Imam Al-Qa'im alayhi salam has two ghaybats, Sughra and Kubra. Where the difference between Sughra and Kubra, the lesser absence and the greater absence, is as follows. In the lesser absence, Imam alayhi salam was accessible through his Na'ib al-Khas, special deputies who were assigned by name. There are authentic narrations which mention the name of those deputies. They were assigned by the name. Some of the authentic narrations which mention their names. So one by one they were four. Four were not at one time. They were not three at one time. They were not two at one. There was one at one time. Isn't it right? And the same is applicable today. A Naib of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam is one mujtahid, not two, not five, not 10. Just like in Ghaibatul Sughra, there was one Naib, Al-Khas. When he died, Imam alayhi salam himself appointed a Naib al-Thani, the second Naib, the second deputy. When he was dying, Imam appointed, one after the other. There were four deputies appointed by the Imam. That's why we call them a Naib al-Khas, because they are appointed by name. And today we don't call a Naib al-Khas because no one is appointed by name. They are appointed by Shara'it, conditions. So that's why we call Jami'ul Shara'it, conditions fulfilling mujtahid, is a Na'ibul Am, is the general deputy of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. Whoever fulfills the conditions, Ahsan min al-Baqiyya, better than the rest, is a Na'ibul Am. So, but Na'ib is one, not two. They were known, that's the same applies in the time of Ahlul Bayt, same applies in the Ghaibat al-Sughra, same applies in the Ghaibat al-Kubra. And the Na'ib al-Khas used to receive the khums from the people. He used to take the questions from the people, transfer it to the Imam, and the written replies used to come, what we call an-Nahiyatul Muqaddasa, and from the holy side, that means from Imam Sahib Zaman, the written replies on his behalf were coming. So this is about two ghaibats. And when the second ghaibat is about to start, the Tawqi al-Mubarak came, فَقَدْ وَقَعَتِ الْغَيْبَةُ التَّامَّةِ فَلَا ظُهُورَ إِلَّا بَعْدَ إِذْنِ اللَّهِ تَعَالَى ذِكْرُهُ. And Imam said in his Tawqi, لَا تُوصِ, don't make wasiyat towards anyone, in other words. And the final deputy, Imam stopped him to do wasiyat towards anyone. فَقَدْ وَقَعَتِ الْغَيْبَةُ التَّامَّةِ, complete ghaibat has happened. فَلَا ظُهُورَ إِلَّا بَعْدَ إِذْنِ اللَّهِ, the zuhur is not going to happen except after the permission from Allah. وَذَلِكَ بَعْدَ طُولِ الْأَمَدْ وَقَسْوَةِ الْقُلُوبِ وَامْتِلَاءِ الْأَرْضِ جَوْرًا وسيأتي من شيعة من يدعي المشاهدة ألا فمن ادعى المشاهدة قبل خروج السفيان والصيحة فهو كذاب مفتر. So, and there will be some Shias who will claim seeing me, and whoever claims seeing me before the uprising of Sufyani and the cry, Sayha refers to the announcement on behalf of Allah. So before that announcement or the cry, he is a liar. So basically, Imam stopped the fourth Naib al-Khas to appoint to do wasiyat towards anyone. In other words, to announce anybody, to tell to anyone else to take this job. So Ibrahim alayhi salam, the third resemblance between Prophet Ibrahim and Imam Mahdi alayhi salam is that labisa qamisan ja'a bihi Jibreel min al-jannah hatta hina ulqiya fi an-nar. Resemblance number 3. Ibrahim alayhi salam was wearing a qamis, a shirt, when he was thrown by Namrud into the hell. He was wearing the shirt that Allah sent from Jannat, from paradise, for him. He was wearing that shirt. And obviously, nothing happened to him. That's the help from Allah. He was not seeking help from Jibreel. Isn't it right? He was not seeking help from anyone else. He was seeking help from Allah. Look at the help that Allah provides. Allah sends a shirt for him to wear, and he is protected from the flames of the fire. So, فَفِي كَمَالِ الدِّينِ وَإِتْمَامِ النِّعْمَةِ from Al-Mufaddal ibn Umar on As-Sadiq alayhi salam. This narration is in Kamaluddin. قال سمعته يقول أتدري ما كان قميص يوسف. Do you know what was the shirt of Yusuf? قلت لا. I said no. Ibrahim alayhi salam, إن إبراهيم لما أوقدت له النار تنزل به نزل به جبرائيل بالقميص وألبسه إياه فلم يضره معه حر ولا برد فلما حضرته الوفاة جعله في تميمه. So it's a long narration. When we learned from this narration that Jibreel had brought the shirt for Prophet Ibrahim, and so neither the heat nor the cold harmed him. When the time of death arrived for him, this is where he, in other words, gave the shirt to Ishaq. And from Ishaq it came to Yaqub. From Yaqub it came to Yusuf. And it was on Yusuf alayhi salam when his situation happened. And when Yusuf sent his shirt with his brothers towards, in other words, towards Prophet Yaqub, who was waiting for him for long years. Isn't it right? For long years until he became, his eyes turned white. That means almost blind. So when the shirt was sent by Prophet Yusuf from Egypt, when he was the ruler and Aziz of Misr, he sent the shirt for his father. And this is where the father said at the time the caravan just left from Egypt. The father said, and Quran narrates, Inni la ajidu riha Yusufa lawla an tufannidun. So when the caravan left the Misr, from the father, that means Prophet Yaqub, said that I'm smelling the smell of Yusuf. I'm finding the smell of Yusuf. If you people don't say that I'm ignorant or have less aql, because there were people who were saying that you, Yaqub, are na'udhu billah, God forbid, you are senseless, you're talking senseless things like a crazy and mad person. So this is not a crazy talk, this is nothing senseless. He was feeling the smell. So this is where obviously every prophet, the shirt had the smell. And my teacher Ayatollah Jawadi Hafidahullah was saying in his tafsir that actually not only the shirt has the smell, but every act that we perform, all the hasanat and good deeds, and all the sayyi'at, the bad deeds that we do, every good deed, every hasana has a smell. And every sayyi'ah, every bad deed also has a smell specific to that deed. So if I did a ghibat, those who are professionals, about the smells of the soul can sense through the smell that I have done the ghibat. If I prayed Salatul Layl, those who are professionals can smell through the smelling that I did the Salatul Layl, because there is a smell coming from every hasana and every good deed. And look at the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or one of the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, where they say that ta'attaru bil istighfar la yafdahannakum rawa'ihuz dhunub. That means we learned from this hadith that make yourself fragrant through the istighfar. That means do the istighfar so the fragrance and good smell come from you. La yafdahannakum rawa'ihuz dhunub. The bad smells of the sins don't let you humiliated, because we get humiliated if they are one of the urafa present in front of me and I have all my sins. I am insulted. I am just exposing my inner in front of him. And obviously we are insulted in front of Allah and Sahibul Zaman and Islam, where nothing is hidden from them. So it's not just the shirt only that had the smell. All the deeds we perform have their own smells without exception. So inshallah we'll continue that after that. I think we have just 1 minute remaining. Very quickly I will ask one question as usual from first of all 9 to 25, girls only. What is the resemblance between, like the questions we are asking every night, what is 9 to 25 girls only, what is the resemblance between Imam Sahib al-Zaman and Habil alayhi salam? 9 to 25 girls only. Okay, the boys, 9 to 25, resemblance between Prophet Imam Sahib al-Zaman alayhi salam and Habil alayhi salam. Yes. Their families, both of them, someone from their family tried to assassinate them. That's correct. Say salawat for Muhammad. The resemblance from Prophet Imam Sahib al-Zaman alayhi salam and Prophet Shis alayhi salam. Girls 9 to 25. Girls 9 to 25. We already discussed all this. Resemblance between Sahib al-Zaman alayhi salam and Prophet Shis. Okay, brothers, 9 to 25. Resemblance between Sahib al-Zaman alayhi salam and Prophet Shis. And no. Okay, the sisters, elder sisters. Elder sisters. Elder sisters, resemblance of Sahib al-Zaman alayhi salam with Prophet Shis alayhi salam. Okay, boys 9 to 25. Huh? Knowledge was increased. Boys have lost their chance. The last chance for the girls, and the time is almost over. Last chance for the girls, 9 to 25. Resemblance between Sahib al-Zaman alayhi salam and Prophet Shis. Girls. Okay, inshallah, we'll continue that later on. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina wa nabiyyina Muhammadin wa alihi at-tahirin. Who is signed up for the adhan tonight? Who has signed up for the adhan? आइए माशाअल्लाह